We're live.
Hi, I'm Christine Gritmon. Welcome to Social. My guest this week is Michael Berean of Brace Innovation. Just one innovation?
Just one.
Just one.
Just one innovation.
And what is that innovation?
That innovation, Brace Innovation specializes in digital marketing, but we always try to keep our attention and our focus on the next thing that we think is going to be really powerful and really create an impact for businesses. So that could be video, could be live streaming, could be content creation. So we always have our eye on what's next.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. At the end, I'll have to ask you what is next. But in the meantime, what is going on here with this? Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to, you know what, I'm actually going to check out the Facebook Live so that we see people's questions. Okay, so this week, every week I talk about kind of the big news in social media and the big developments in the industry, because there's stuff happening every single week. It's not static by any means. And this week, the news was overwhelmingly about Snapchat. So I really needed to get someone on who has been using Snapchat in a professional capacity.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So first of all, just for some background, can you tell us a bit about your Snapchat work?
Yes. So Snapchat. So I started to hear about it like a year ago, you know, and obviously as you start hearing about something, you're all about, with Grace Innovation, we're all about trying to see, okay, like, is this going to be the next thing? Like, where is this going to go? And in the beginning, nobody knew, like, how do we use this for marketing?
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, like, kids really love it. We all know where it came from. I don't have to mention it. Kids really love it. Kids really got into it because of because of the animated effects within it. I think a lot of it has to do with the animation and the graphics in it.
Yeah.
The filters.
People love their filters.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to look like a dog. Everyone wants a flower crown.
People love filters. But nobody could figure out, like, okay, like, how do we do marketing in here? You know? And, you know, one of the first ways that you could do marketing was you could utilize it, like, for question and answer. Mm-hmm. So Snapchat, you can only take 10-second videos at a time or quick photos, but you could have people, if you're a large organization or you have a good following, you could have people snap you questions. Mm-hmm. So one of the first things to emerge was like a snap hour or like snap session, where people would Snapchat you like a question and you could engage with your audience through Snapchat.
And it'd really be just one-on-one? Like,
one-on-one.
Private messaging
people
snaps to each other?
People private message you a snap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, like, say you're like let's say you did like fitness or something. Mm-hmm. They could Snapchat you a question on fitness or health, and you could snap it back within 10 seconds. And you could do this. You could do these really high volume conversations and engage with your audience. Mm-hmm. And I think it opened up a really cool exclusivity factor within Snapchat. Yeah. So that was one of the first ways to kind of break. The person you
follow is literally speaking directly to you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Pretty awesome. All right. And have you done those? Have you done, like, for clients?
So we did a few in the beginning, but we're more focused now on content creation in there. So you don't really need anybody to do that. You just need to market it correctly on other platforms to get the visibility out there. So we've kind of shifted into content creation and advertising on Snapchat, because now the platform can sustain that.
And that brings us nicely to some of the news happening in Snapchat this week. Just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Snapchat came out with these world lenses, an augmented reality thing, where instead of just putting, dog ears on your face, you could go put a rainbow on the table and it would stay there if you moved around. Is that an okay way of describing it?
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. Awesome. So they just introduced that like a week ago, and they're already innovating with it. What they just announced is, first of all, sponsors can create world lenses now. So if you're coming out with a movie, let's say, and you want to kind of immerse people in that world, you can sponsor a world lens where stuff from the movie and stuff from the world of your movie is just kind of around people. People can play in
that it's like
world.
An augmented reality.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So that could be pretty amazing. And in addition to that, they've got, they're coming out with that to begin with, but they're also coming out with a localized version of it where you can be in that reality only in certain areas. So, like, let's say you're in Nyack.
Yeah.
and you want to create a sponsored world lens for NIAC promoting your event, you can do that. You can kind of geo-target it. Whereas when it first rolled out, it was just coming from Snapchat and just kind of for everyone. And now you can geo-target that. In addition to that, geo filters, which are the simple, non-world ones where you just kind of swipe and it's a little thing that says, NIAC New York on the bottom of your page, on the bottom of your Snap. First of all, you can do those nationally now with a local a local
geofilter
element. Yeah. So if you're Taco Bell, you can do a national one of those that appears at the bottom of people's screens. But the one near us could say Taco Bell Spring Valley or Taco Bell Montvale.
Yeah, they don't know where you are based on your phone service locations.
Yeah, but you can basically have that local edge to a national thing. And then the coolest thing of all is they have kind of automatically put geofilters for local businesses at the bottom of your screen. So let's say, taking a picture of Michael here. I can scroll, and there's, of course, the NIAC, Lower Hudson River, sponsored by Domino's. But then there's also Main Street NIAC. It also advertises local. Oh, it's not showing me the local businesses. Oh no!
Is your phone?
That's not good. Can you show us? Sorry about that. No, they're definitely not. I knew I was in NIAC. But anyway, they're feeding in information on local businesses. So if you're a local business and you have sufficient kind of presence in your area, you don't need to go pay for a filter. You're already part of these locally targeted geofilters. And I first heard about it like a week ago happening in New York City. But look, Thai House didn't pay for that. Snapchat just kind of knows they're here. You put a random D, that's okay. Thai House, Main Street, Casa. So this is great. So this is something where
somebody's in one of these restaurants. Snapchat's basically giving them free advertising,
which is kind of awesome if you're a business, and if people actually wind up using it. It's very smart on Snapchat's part because Snapchat might use that as a door in of like, hey, maybe you should advertise on Snapchat.
The whole challenge is getting people to use it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't use it, then it's pointless. Only they see it.
And people might not know it's there.
They might not. So really what we found, we did a lot of testing with the Snapchat filters, and places that I thought would do really well did. And,
Interesting.
So we did a lot of testing with the filters. Maybe I'll start with the difference between everything.
Yeah.
So a lens is when your face gets taken over by something, right? Like a bunny ears or Coachella crowns or whatever. A world lens is like you were saying, it's something really new where you can put elements into the environment inside the camera. Filters are you take a photo and then you swipe and they appear on your already taken photo or video.
So that's just a little overlay on the bottom.
Yeah, they're not as cool. They don't stick to your face. They're not as interactive. Now, lenses are very expensive to run, right? So when you see, when the Power Rangers movie came out, they ran a lens, right? And it was upwards of $500,000.
Oh my God.
So if you have $500,000 to expendable marketing budget to spend on lenses.
And if the Snapchat demographic is your market where you want to dump that budget.
Yeah, then it makes sense, right? But most small business owners, I'd like to say, don't necessarily have that budget, right? They're working with a different budget. Now, I think as Snapchat evolves, I think that'll get cheaper, right? As it becomes more of an option for people, I think they'll have to make that cheaper.
And can anyone with that level of money do it, or are they still selective even to who they even allow to enter that market?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. They're always going to give priority to Dunkin' Donuts, Taco Bell, obviously movie studios. They're going to get priority. I mean, money does talk, but those people are going to have advertising relationships. So they're going to be spending that money not just one time, they're going to be constantly spending it. So they're more interested in having constant partnerships for lenses than maybe we want to do one or someone wants to do one for one big conference or event or show or something.
Yeah.
Right? Even Comic-Con, which is a huge event, should run a lens, but might not be able to because they're in New York City and it's only 4 days, and they're going to give priority to people who are going to spend that much money every week or every month. So
interesting.
That's something to think about. But what
and in fairness, Comic-Con does not have strong enough Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
To accommodate all those people using Wi-Fi is terrible.
So below lenses is another form of advertising on Snapchat where you create ads.
Yeah.
Those are not as expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And those exist inside Snap Stories. So that's another form of advertising. And then the third form is filters. And that's the one that everyone has access to.
But let's go back to the ads, because I actually have some questions on Snapchat advertising. So first of all, again, same question as before. Can anyone with the money create a Snapchat ad, or do you have to be like it?
No. So to create a Snapchat ad, you have to work with an ad partner.
Okay.
And you can type in Google Snapchat ad partners, and it'll show you a list of everybody who has partnered with Snapchat to serve ads within Snapchat Stories. Mm-hmm. So you need to contact one of those companies. Adaptly.
So those are like sizable agencies in the digital sphere.
Yeah, they're notable sizable agencies because what you need to do is Snapchat needs to attract advertising agencies.
Yeah.
Because they're dying out with print. There's different types of ads that they used to run. Banner ads don't work anymore. So they need to attract these ad agencies because they're the ones who are going to be spending this money constantly. It's all about that constant flow of revenue.
Yeah.
So you can work with companies like Adaptly, VaynerMedia is on there, and there's a bunch. We just saw in Culprits of 4CH. Mm-hmm. Type Snapchat partners, ad partners in Google, you'll see all of them. You would contact one of those companies, and then they would be able to run your ads for you.
Okay.
And, they would work with the budget. They tell you, look, you need to spend X amount, we're going to get a certain amount of impressions, and so anybody can work with them, but you have to go through one of those agencies.
Do the ads have to be within 10 seconds?
So there's the initial ad will have to be within 10 seconds, but then you can swipe up. There'll be a conversion within the ad, and we were
which is something I didn't know existed until I talked to Michael, that you can actually do links and stuff within Snapchat.
Yeah, you can. You can
within Snapchat ads.
Within Snapchat ads,
yeah.
Exactly. So you can create a conversion in a Snapchat ad. Mm-hmm. So a Snapchat ad is essentially a 10-second video, mm-hmm. right? It just looks really polished and really professional. And then what they do is they'll give you the option on the bottom. Let's see if we can find one.
Yeah.
They'll give you the option to swipe up, and then it'll convert to something else, like a video.
And this is amazing. I didn't know this existed because I haven't been swiping on Snapchat ads. While you're finding one, I have another question about accessibility to Snapchat ads.
Sure.
Do the people whose stories get ads tossed into them or at the end of them, like Kim Kardashian, for example, do they get a kickback from the ad space?
Are you talking about the publishers? So it's publishers so the publishers create the content, mm-hmm. right? And the publishers create the content. So let's explore it on camera.
Okay.
We'll show people how this kind of works.
Great.
This is I'm not going to go over and read that article. So let's see. Okay, so Vice has an article called "The People Who Get Paid to Perform for Pets."
All right.
Just
nice work if you can get it.
One of the weirdest ads I've seen in a while.
All right.
Maybe we'll skip that one.
All right. We're trying to find a really cool ad with conversions.
Okay, so
swipe
IGN,
up, swipe down. Yes.
It's like a gaming magazine,
yes.
Right? So we'll go in. This is what the content looks like on the opposite here.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, this is essentially actually a video, right? And then you can tap through. And you see the way that they deliver the content. By the way, I think this is the future of how content will be delivered on phones. It won't be websites anymore. It'll be. This is how.
And this reminds me a little bit of Facebook's Canva ad format in terms of combining video and pictures and words. And
or Twitter Moments too.
Yeah.
So this is all Jedi, Star Wars stuff, right? So let's see if we can find an ad in here. Not yet. So sometimes you got.
There will be.
There'll be an ad eventually. So even this is a conversion. Swipe up to subscribe to this content.
Let's see what happens if you swipe up.
It'll subscribe me to them. Here, watch.
Oops. Whoops.
Want to do it?
Shall I? Yeah. All right, here you go. Subscribe.
Now I'm subscribed to their content stream.
That was scarily easy.
Let's see if Sweet has an ad. Sweet is another. Trying to get an ad on here, Snapchat.
There was a really cool one earlier that had multiple parts to it. This is the problem when you're looking for ads.
You can never find things when you need something.
No, never. So again, to ask that question, does anyone get a kickback from these ads, or does Snapchat take all the money?
I don't think so. I think that the ad agencies set the budgets,
Yeah.
and serve the ads. And Snapchat serves the ads based on interests, right?
Interesting. So if you are a content creator that has or publisher that has a large following, a large enough following to warrant ads being thrown in there.
Well, it's possible, but I think that if your content performs better
yeah.
with ads in it,
yeah.
then it's possible. But I'm not positive about that.
Okay.
Washington Post.
And what you're flipping through is stuff from publishers in the Discover section here.
Exactly, yeah.
But I've seen ads after normal.
Yeah, you can see them after normals, and those people are not getting kickbacks, right?
Yeah, that's what I was curious
Snapchat
about.
kind of just chooses where they want to serve ads.
It's interesting. Well, I'm glad that they tend to be 10 seconds.
They're quick, yeah. And they're very, what's great about them is they're very easily dismissible.
Yes.
So if you really don't want to see it, you can get rid of it right away.
But then they have that incentive to make it interesting in 10 seconds.
That's true. Let's see, I'm going one more here. Let's see. Guys, give me an ad.
Oh, is that an ad? No, that's a how-to.
Content.
Stupid content. Give me an ad.
I know, right? Just serve me an advertisement already. So, let's see.
Oh well. Well, anyway, just to kind of keep it going, there's a couple other things that are new to Snapchat as well, in addition to the additional ad formats of sponsored lenses, local lenses, and smart geo filters, which is that two of the really key elements of Snapchat were just changed this week. One of them is when people think Snapchat, they think disappear. The whole way Snapchat started was, people liked the ephemeral nature of it, the fact that it would be gone immediately. You could send whatever you wanted and there would be no record of it. And so they've been toying with that already. They started the memories function, a year ago or something, where you could upload things from your camera roll on your phone. But it would still look different, and it would be clear that this wasn't something from, native to Snapchat. So they've done away with a couple elements of that. First of all, your snap can now stay live for however long you want. So, again, let's go back to the snap of Michael. I can specify how long I want it to be somewhere, somehow. Why am I not seeing it? Anyway, you can, trust me. Here it is, the timer. So, the usual number of seconds. Oh, infinity, no limit, which kind of goes against the whole Snapchat thing. Now Snapchat is forever.
We got an ad.
Ooh, ad, yay.
Okay. So here's an ad. Here's an ad. You see on the bottom, it says ad. So within the Snap story is this movie trailer. It's 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the full trailer because I'm interested. Now it brings me to the full video. And that's a conversion now. Now I'm watching the video. Now let's see if they do anything else.
So that's not 10 seconds long.
No, this is going to be longer now. So that was within. So I was snapping through it. This is the only one I could find it in was honestly it was a Kim Kardashian article.
Yeah.
Of course.
All the advertising. I'll admit that I watch her stories.
The story, I snapped through, and then I got hit with the ad. So that's how it exists. And then if I don't want to watch it, just keep on going.
That's fascinating.
That's pretty much how it works.
Interesting.
Did you want to talk about how the regular folk who don't have really big budgets can utilize Snapchat to run ads?
Sure. Let me finish talking about the new features, though. So there's the timing element, which is weird, and very much changes what Snapchat started as. But then there's also additional editing tools. I can outline an object with my finger and make it a sticker. What? That's weird. But part of how you could use that is to edit things, to kind of cover them up, which is weird, because previously, a huge part of Snapchat was, wow, I just made my chandelier disappear, and it turned into part of Michael's head. So it's imperfect technology in terms of the fill-in. But you can do all this editing stuff on Snapchat now. And also, if you put out a picture from your camera roll, it no longer marks it as a different thing. And if you put up a memory, it no longer marks it as a different thing. So basically the whole idea of Snapchat is in the moment, unedited, as it happened in life, and it's there until you watch it and then it's gone, is completely out the window. You can keep it forever. You can edit it. And I'm just kind of wondering, I don't know, what do you think about that? Do you think that people are going to like it because it gives them more tools, or do you think they'll dislike it because that's making it more like everything else?
I think they have to listen to the market, right? So people probably dictate what they want, or what features they want. I don't think they're removing the core, right? I don't think they're removing the core.
What do you feel like their core is?
10 seconds.
Removing? All right,
that's their core is these really, really quick content consumption.
Yeah.
And long form works. Long videos work just fine if they're good. If a long video is good, people will engage with it for a while if they like your brand, if they like your content. But 10 seconds is not hard to get from people.
Yeah.
It's just So I think that their core is 10 seconds. Their core is millennials. Their core is their discovery, the way that they're delivering content. I think that's really what sets it as this unique entity right now.
Okay, because that's the thing. The 10 seconds, of course, has been co-opted by Facebook with their Facebook stories, Facebook Day, and Instagram stories. So given that, sound is a little off according to my mother. That's not good. Is this better, Mom? Maybe. Anyway, all right. Well, anyway. What was I saying?
We were talking about the competition between Facebook
yes,
and
thank you.
Stories.
So the 10-second thing, Facebook has taken that for their Facebook stories. Instagram has taken that for their stories. So that's no longer a point of difference for Snapchat. So
I don't know if it's a core. If that's not Facebook's core competency.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And with Instagram too, it's not really their core competency. I think they're doing it to try to basically steal a market segment.
Yes.
But I don't know if it's going to work because it's not. People don't go on Facebook for that. That's why people go to Snapchat, right?
That's true.
People don't go on Instagram for that necessarily. They go on, Snapchat, and Instagram has a different kind of use. It's more like photo and short video related. Anyway, we'll see. The next 6 months to a year will probably be really interesting. Yeah.
So sorry. So you were going to talk about advertising and how anyone could get into Snapchat advertising. What can we do? What doesn't have that bar to entry?
Sounds good. So what you can do is you can create a geo filter and you can sponsor it in a certain area.
Which you did on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Tell us about that.
So we did a few tests before we did that one. We did a NAG had the PopCon convention.
Yes.
We did one for that. We did one for the Spring Fest, the first NAG Street Fair of the year. And we did one for May the 4th be with you, which is Star Wars Day. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so that was a no-brainer.
So how did you let people know about them so that they know to look for them, or did you let people just kind of discover them?
So that's the thing, right? If you're telling people about them, you're losing, right? So we did it anyway because we wanted to test a few things, and we're just having fun, basically in the office, coming up with different designs, coming up with different concepts. But the thing is, if you have to tell somebody about it on Facebook, if you have to tell somebody about it on email or Instagram, we did all those things just to kind of push awareness, but it's not really the best way to use it. And it took us about 2 or 3 months to figure out the best ways to use it. So we ran May the 4th Be With You Snapchat filters in Times Square. I'll show you one of them. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. This is my favorite one, the Vader one.
Nice.
So this is what we ran. We ran that filter in Times Square. And, we assumed, okay, it's May the 4th, people are going to see it, there's tons of people in Times Square, and the performance really wasn't that great. So we figured out that our Spring Fest Nyack filter was actually a better performer than anything. Because, so you have thousands of people in one area confined, and dense population within our geofence, and you have an incredibly relevant filter.
Yeah. So
everyone's there taking photos at the Spring Fest using our Spring Fest filter. Now, not everybody loves Star Wars, and just because people know Star Wars, they may have no idea what May the 4th Be With You means.
Interesting. So you had more of an automatic buy-in from people who were at a specific event.
Exactly. Precisely. it's a dense population combined with the relevancy of that area, right? So like if we did Snapchat filters that said "Welcome to New York" in Times Square, they'd probably perform better. And I thought that Times Square was going to be, I thought there were going to be a lot of people. I think another big thing is time that they're in the area. Right? Times Square, people are moving back.
They're going through Times Square.
If we targeted,
and if you're at a street fair, you're at the street fair.
You're at the street fair. Yeah, you're there for a while. You're sitting. So I think really one of the best things we can do is, like, we're targeting tonight. We're targeting the Celtics Cavaliers game.
Oh, cool!
So people are going to be sitting in the stadium. They're going to be watching the game, and our Snapchat filter has to do with the game.
Yeah.
So that's, we did 2 of them. Go Celtics, go Cats. So
yeah. Oh, nice.
So that's gonna. I'm almost prophesizing that will do better than any of the other ones.
Now, is that branded for a client, or is that for Creation Innovation?
We're doing it for ourselves. We're testing everything really closely right now, just to see how does it work, how do we get the best results.
Did you have to get any sort of permission to do it during the game?
No, there's no. Nothing like that exists right now.
Okay.
Let's hope it doesn't.
Well, that's good.
Let's hope that nobody ruins the party.
Yeah.
But like if a business wanted to use it, right? So let's say, let's think of a business. Let's think of something interesting. Throw out a business and we'll see how they can use it.
Sign of the Times, around the corner.
Sign of the Times, selling products, right? So any local Nyack event, Piermont event, that is going to bring in a lot of millennials that are going to be there, I would definitely, if I were Sign of the Times, be running Snapchat filters there. I think coming up is the street fair.
Yeah.
Right? So Sign of the Times should definitely run, a filter. And if they have a booth outside, or if they're doing anything in their store, maybe they can even have people come in and show the filter and get 10% off.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they're also a good source of kind of anti-Trump merchandise. So maybe like there's a political event going on nearby.
That would be cool. Anything like that. Yeah, look into the local events and.
I have to send this to Lisa.
Yeah, send it over. Yeah. And so the other thing.
Is it expensive to do a filter?
It's not really expensive. So we did one for Spring Fest, right? We ran it for a few hours.
I'm planning on doing one for my college reunion next month. But
oh, cool.
Yeah, very, very targeted. How targeted can you get?
For your college reunion, unless you want to put your logo on it, you don't have to pay at all. They only charge you money if you want to put a logo on it.
Oh, interesting.
If you're like advertising. But the thing is, when you do a regular filter, like let's say for a wedding or a get together, sort of it takes a while to get approved.
Oh.
If you pay for it, it's like...
So I'm going to get started now.
Within an hour.
All right, that's cool. But how targeted can you get in terms of geographic area? Like, could I target literally this building?
Yeah.
Okay,
Very granular.
Okay, good. Because the Vaster O2 filter is going to be, specific spots of campus.
A great idea is like for us, like digital marketing company.
Yeah.
We should target a digital marketing conference.
Yes.
Or a small business owners conference.
Yes. At Social Media Marketing World in San Diego a couple months ago, there were a few people with their own filter, which was great because then, of course, when you saw them, you'd be like, hey, I just used your filter. You're that guy. Yep. Sean Ayala. I met Sean Ayala I met him because he was walking around with Brian fans, my social fans, who I followed already on Snapchat. But then I saw Sean, and I was like, you're the guy from that filter. There you go. And I didn't know who he was before, but now I know who he is.
There's a lot of creative ways that people can use it. Say you were like...
and I was on a boat. That wasn't at the conference center. I was on a boat.
Yeah.
He knew that the after party was on that boat.
You could target... so something that I do, and I'll give a little secret here.
Yeah.
It's not a secret, but it's just me using different tools. So if you go to Twitter, and you go to Twitter ads, and you go to create an ad, you can target the ad on Twitter by events coming up throughout the year.
Yeah.
And Twitter gives you that information. So just look through them, choose a relevant event to your business, and run an ad.
And when you're saying...
Don't even make the Twitter ad.
When you're saying that event, do they target it by location and timing? Do they target it by... Can you target by people using the hashtag for the event? Like, how does that targeting work? How do they know I'm at the event?
Can't do any of that. It's geofenced, yeah.
All right. It's just geofenced. Okay, that makes sense.
But
so San Diego Conference Center is how someone would geofence that.
Exactly. And I think it reflects, it really resembles traditional advertising in a way. Because you can't put a click-through link on it, right? So you can't include a URL in the geofilter.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a no-no?
It's a no-no. Just, you can put your name. So that, in a way, it's like a magazine ad.
Yeah.
Like, so if you have a business, an online business, and you target a Yankees game, even if you're not related to sports, you're still getting your ad in front of people at that stadium on a lot of them, right? So like, that's a way how it kind of resembles how a magazine ad works. When people flip through a magazine, you don't know who's reading it necessarily. I mean, if it's a targeted magazine, you could like in GQ, if you ran an ad, you don't know who's going to read that. Some people are going to be attracted to it, some people aren't going to care. But it's the same way, just on Snapchat with fonts and filters.
Oh, and there's the fire horn. I was wondering if that would happen. This is a good time to wrap up anyway, actually. So thank you,
Most
Michael.
epic way we can end.
Yes. Woo, I think we made that happen. So thank you to Michael Berean from Grace Innovation here in Nyack. Again, I'm Christine Gritmon, Christine Gritmon Inc., also here in Nyack. And I do this every week, so check out my Christine Gritmon Inc. Facebook page for who it's going to be next week. Thank you. Bye.